So I didn't realize that the topic of teeth was such a controversial issue until I put out a video several months ago. Get your iPhone face out of my period drama. We were talking about the iPhone face, a very snatched face, and how teeth, blinding white veneers, perfectly straight teeth, perhaps it doesn't belong in a period drama. I said something in the tune of Winona Ryder and Kirsten Dunst have their, I think, natural teeth. I don't know if they had other work done, but mostly natural teeth, straight-ish, but not perfect. Not the perfect smile you would get with braces, definitely not veneers, blindingly big and bright veneers. And I think that they're beautiful despite having imperfect smiles. So I don't know what it is, but somehow some people completely took that the wrong way. Got really angry that I said that, and it opened up a Pandora's box of like conversation in the comment section. Well, we've come to the point where we see so many perfect smiles on celebrities, on influencers, that we are starting to see blindingly white, perfect veneered teeth is the norm. And when you see somebody with their natural teeth, we think that's not normal anymore. In the movies of old, like movies from the 70s, 80s, 90s, most of the actors and actresses, while having better teeth than the normal Joe and Jane, they have their natural teeth. Their natural teeth gave them character. Nobody will have your shape of teeth. Nobody will have your alignments of teeth. It brings a little bit of uniqueness, which is what natural smiles are intended. Unique smiles, okay? Most of them are straight, but they're imperfectly straight. Some are a little crooked, and it does not necessarily diminish their beauty. Just an offhanded comment about how natural smiles are pretty too. Natural smiles do not diminish your beauty would open up a Pandora's box of controversy.
Are you saying that people should not get braces? Are you an anti-braces advocator? They have orthodontic issues that can be fixed with braces. It is irresponsible to champion natural teeth. Everybody needs to get braces.
Don't you think that historical people, do you think they like living with their messed up, nasty, gapped tooth smiles? They would get braces if they could. How dare you say that natural smiles are pretty?
This is a common line of thinking that I've noticed on the internet with some people, and I don't like it. The either or, mutually exclusive, if you elevate one thing, you push another thing down kind of mentality. Saying that you can dare to be proud of your natural smile if you have slightly crooked teeth or wonky teeth or just imperfectly straight but imperfect teeth, that does not diminish your beauty. That doesn't mean, ergo, everybody who had braces is tampering with nature.
Everybody who had braces, are you saying that their straight teeth are out of style, off trend? Like, should they just throw away their retainers and crooked up their teeth?
Like, no. Honestly, the beauty standard has always been, since the dawn of freaking time, the beauty standard has always been that straight teeth is preferable to crooked teeth. Duh. Like, nobody's arguing with the fact that straight teeth is preferable. You see it on all the Disney princesses. Every Disney princess just has like one white strip of teeth, okay? Nobody's arguing that straight teeth is not beautiful. But for those who, for instance, have straightish teeth, slightly imperfect teeth, you have some snaggle teeth, etc., what are you supposed to do? Jump off a cliff? Can it be possible that you can dare have self-esteem? Nobody is being anti-braces. In fact, if you are financially able to have braces, if you're financially able to give your kid braces, then give them braces. I've never had braces because my parents were not financially able to give me braces. It's a long story, but if I could get braces, I would get braces. If I do get braces, I will proudly sit here with my mouth full of metal and wistfully dream of a future where I have perfectly straight teeth. This mentality that I see a lot on the internet nowadays, the polarization of everything, of either or, you're raising this boat, you're pushing the other down. No, it's not like that. You can all float together. You're not pushing anybody down, okay? You're pushing yourself down by being so stupid. And to that person, I don't know who the fuck you are, who's running defense strangely for historical people, saying that all historical people probably would get braces if they could. Yeah, no shit. Nobody is saying straight teeth is out. Straight teeth is a trend that's out. Straight teeth are ugly, because that would be an absolute lie. Teeth are not a trend. But, you know, in this video, we're going to talk about how teeth have suddenly become a trend. My name is Teresa, and this is wonky teeth, and deviations from the beauty norm. I've noticed that within the past 5 years or so, the topic of teeth has been weaving in and out of conversation with regards to beauty. Teeth has become one of the things that has divided those who have and those who have not. On the one hand, it is a class signifier. It's an unspoken class privilege to have braces. Unfortunately, in the States, a lot of people don't have dental insurance, or like their dental insurance doesn't even pay for anything. It's not considered a necessity. It's not considered a basic necessity. I feel like a lot of things that are considered basic necessities, shelter, food, unfortunately, in the States, they're considered a privilege. So too that like braces have always been a privilege a lot of people don't have, a lot of people don't have access to. But I don't think dentistry is also considered necessary here, even though I feel like it is, because it leads to a bunch of health problems if you don't have healthy teeth and gums. A lot of dentistry and dental work is considered extra, and a lot of people can't afford it. I mean, obviously, if you have visibly messed up jank teeth, if you are financially able, get some cosmetic dental work done. Unfortunately, the reason you're in this position, you are probably not financially able to get cosmetic dentistry done. When you're a kid, you're not paying for your own orthodontics. Your parents are in control of your teeth. Overall, if your family is doing somewhat financially well, we're not saying only rich kids get braces, because my friends from middle school, none of them were very rich. Some of them were doing a bit better financially. Their family was doing a bit better financially than my family, but their parents made it a priority that they get braces, or they maybe begged their parents for braces. It was imparted upon me from the age of 6 that I would not have access to orthodontry. I can't afford to get you braces, Teresa. When your adult teeth come in, monitor it. Pull your baby teeth when your adult teeth come in so they could come in straighter. That was a plan. You, 6-year-old Teresa, you're responsible for alerting us that your adult teeth are growing in so we could take these baby teeth out right away. You know, the old string on a doorknob method, or just taking me to the dentist to pull my baby teeth so that the adult teeth have room to grow. So my teeth grew in straightish. It's not like as perfect as it would be if I had braces, but because they grew in straightish and I was very vigilant, because I didn't want to grow up with really crooked teeth either, they never got me braces. They're just like, you don't need it, you'll live. There's a lot of discourse about the influence of celebrity culture on the average Joe and Jane, of seeing big white blinding smiles as the norm, at least in the States. It's probably not the case. In Europe and Asia, I've heard people say that they think the big American blinding white smile is really unnatural and weird, especially if you have veneers and stuff. And in the past few years, I feel like 2 years ago, there was that whole story about dental tourism where a bunch of people influenced by celebrities, influenced by influencers, flew out to Turkey or so. They got all their natural teeth shaved down to little nubs, little shark teeth. Really scary. It's really freaky when I see these videos to get veneers, like cheaper veneers than what it would cost in the States. And correct me if I'm wrong, when you get veneers, they shave down your natural teeth so that the veneer could adhere to it, but they don't shave it down that much. They don't take it down to the nubs. I feel like this is like a crown procedure or something. They're giving them like crowns instead of actual veneers. But the problem is veneers is like a gift that keeps on giving. Like, it's not going to last you for the rest of your life. You have to maintain it every 10 years or so. You have to get a new set every 7 to 10 years or something. You better hope that you're doing as well financially in 10 years than you are now. If you are an influencer where the income is wildly fluctuating and the landscape is wildly changing, your income is wildly variable, it's wildly fluctuating, will you maintain the same kind of income level and success in 10 years to afford your veneers then, the changing of your veneers then? Whenever I hear conversation revolving around veneers being like the new trend, I guess it's a trend amongst the average Joe and Jane, but they've always been available to celebrities. The earliest known veneers was invented in 1928 by California dentist Charles Pincus to cover the teeth of movie stars while they're on screen. You would never see Shirley Temple transition from baby teeth to adult teeth. Like, while she was going through it, she wore fake teeth on the screen. Never actually seen a Shirley Temple movie, but I remember in the VHS previews because of Anastasia. There was some reissue of Shirley Temple movies, and I just remember that she has like bright little teeth. I would always remember her saying, "Gosh, oh, gee, oh, I have fun." I'm pretty sure Clark Gable also had fake teeth. I'm thinking that there's something going on orally with him. Whenever he smiles, I'm like, I don't think those teeth are real. I feel like his teeth are a little too big for his mouth. So I think that he either has caps or these are the veneers that we spoke of, invented by Dr. Charles Pincus in 1928. A fun activity, if you're really bored, is to watch old movies. When you see the actors smile, you're like, really zoom in. Is that your natural smile or not? If you look at movie stars from the 30s, 40s, and 50s, where there was a studio system and celebrities were basically polished by the studio, made over, glowed up by the studio, whatever. Their teeth were perfect. And I'm thinking veneers, because everybody's teeth is like very uniformed and perfect. And when you move into the late 60s, early 70s, with the fall of the studio system, auteur, director becoming more mainstream, the actors had more natural teeth because, 70s gritty, more natural teeth. So I didn't mean to take you on a detour of film history, but my point is that veneers have always been available to celebrities, to people of means, to those of means who can afford them. It's only until now, because of the influence of social media, etc., normal people want them too. Like, normal people want celebrity teeth. Not everybody can afford veneers. Therefore, you have medical/dental tourism in their pursuit of the perfect smile, venturing off to Turkey a few years ago and getting their teeth all shaved down in their early 20s or their early teens and getting big chiclet teeth as a result. You get what you paid for. Like, there's been a shift in attainability. Now it's like veneers are not reserved for celebrities. Influencers have them. Influencers are pretty much normal people, I would say, with a glamorous online presence, and the average person wants perfect, blind, dazzling veneers. However, the tide is changing. During the spring of this year, there was the premiere of White Lotus Season 3. I'm a big fan of White Lotus, by the way. I think I like Season 1 better, actually. But in any event, and two of the stars, Amy Lou Wood and Charlotte, LeBon. Two of the stars have their natural teeth. It became a thing. I remember, like, in the third season, one of the characters is like, "I love your teeth." And I'm like, that's a weird thing to say to somebody, "I love your teeth." They both have their natural teeth. Imperfect smiles is not what we're used to seeing amongst actors. Everybody who has a lead role has a straight white smile. It goes against the norm, and people are like, "Oh, that's refreshing to see. They're beautiful and they have their natural teeth." And Amy Lou Wood, whether she wants to or not, she's somehow thrust into the limelight of being like a unofficial spokesperson for natural wonky teeth. Some people were pretty mean to her. I feel like I've seen some social media making fun of her teeth. There's an SNL skit making fun of her teeth that went too far. Teeth are back. Natural smiles are back. It's refreshing to see actresses or actors with their natural smiles. And now natural smiles are trending again. Whenever there's anything trending, it always reverts back to the original beauty standard. At least here in the States, we're so used to the perfect smile. The moment we see somebody with their natural teeth, we're like, whoa, we're completely blindsided. For the past 10, 15, 20 years, I've only seen actresses with perfect teeth. So when I saw her teeth, I was like, whoa, I never realized that this was missing. But now that I see it, I'm like, okay. I like it. But that was the catalyst. Suddenly, during spring or so, I felt like I was inundated with articles with people talking about how natural teeth are back, like wonky teeth are back. People are embracing their natural smiles. But at the same time, and this is a contradiction, braces have become a status symbol to the point that people want to be seen with metal braces again, which is weird. It's like they want to show that they can afford, or their family can afford braces. Like 13-year-old girls, for instance, are like begging their parents to give them to get braces. Not Invisalign, not lingual braces where the braces are behind your teeth so you can hide most of it, but actual metal braces to be flashed and seen. To the point that those who can't afford braces are now buying fake braces off Temu or Amazon and putting fake braces on their teeth just to show that they have braces, which I think, I don't want to be too judgy here, but I think is really stupid because that could actually harm your teeth. If you're going to glue fake braces on your teeth, that can really harm your enamel, etc. It's also become a status symbol amongst millennial and middle-aged women. Middle-aged women are getting metal braces again and showing it off. I don't know anybody personally, like in my age group, that's trying to get braces just to show off that they could get braces. If they get braces, it's probably because their dentist told them that they need to get braces for oral health reasons, and it's not as a status symbol. So two things are existing at once: embracing of natural teeth and also braces as a status symbol. How can that both exist at once? Personally, natural teeth seems fine to me. Well, I say no to veneers. I'm not gonna say no to anything. You never know what's gonna happen. There's nobody more obsessed with dental hygiene than me, but who knows? Like, what if when I'm 70, my teeth really go? I wouldn't say no to getting veneers when I'm 70 because, you know, if they last roughly 10 years, by the time I need to change it, I'll be 80, and who knows? I could be dead by 80. But when I see 20-year-olds shave off all their teeth, it's a little concerning because their teeth were fine to begin with. I also operate on the philosophy that it's your mouth, do what you want to. In the same sense, it's your face, do what you want to. It's your body, do what you want to. Like, we're not here to judge. We're going to judge a few people.
Judge a few people. Judge a few people. Judge a few people.
Like, I guess we're here to judge a little, but ultimately, you do what you want. And honestly, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what you do to your body. Like, I'm not your mother. All this conversation about teeth is a jumping off point to get to the topic that is, I think, pretty controversial. Some of you, if you haven't already, some of you may get your panties in a bunch or your jockeys in a knot or whatever underwear you wear. If you don't wear any underwear, maybe you're just out there. Something's getting in a knot. Some people are gonna get testy about this and not so nice. I follow Jessica DeFino. She writes very detailed, thoughtful Substacks, and she tries to challenge our pre-existing concept of beauty, of why we follow certain beauty standards. She touches upon the topic of teeth, about our new fascination with natural smiles, natural teeth, specifically Amy Lou Wood's teeth, how she became the unofficial accidental spokesperson just by virtue of having her natural smile, almost just by virtue of daring to have a natural smile. So in her Substack, she theorizes that celebrities who are celebrated for an imperfection, an imperfect feature that deviates from the beauty norm, like for instance, Amy Lou Wood celebrated for daring to have her natural teeth that are not perfectly straight. Andie MacDowell celebrated for going gray hair don't care, kind of a spokesperson for ladies that just want to embrace going gray, like you don't have to dye your hair. She theorizes that they can have that one flaw because they are optimized in every way. Like every checklist that meets traditional beauty standards is met. Beautiful skin, check. Beautiful face, check. Fit, mostly skinny body, check. So therefore, if all your cylinders are firing in the beauty standard game, you could be allowed to deviate from the beauty standard one time. Let me quote. This is groundbreaking, guys. These are my notes. Typed it out with that typewriter. See, it's not just set decoration, guys. I actually use it. I just love the sound of a typewriter, don't you? Anyways, beauty standards are a set of parameters and people have permission to deviate. If you are thin with beautiful skin, you can have crooked teeth. The slight imperfection may be viewed as charming or quirky. She didn't write quirky, I just added, that's my aside, or quirky. But would you still celebrate the same imperfections if they belong to someone poor and fat? So that's a heavy thing to think about, guys. It made me use my brain for once. It doesn't happen often, but it really got my gears turning. Ever since I was in my early 30s, late 20s to early 30s, I've always kept an eye out for other women that have just embraced going gray. Like I have this Pinterest board and I collect images of beautiful women with gray hair. I also follow several gray hair don't care influencers. It made me realize they all have something in common in that they are traditionally beautiful. They all look different in different ways, but they're all beautiful. Like they could be models. They're probably all models. They're all incredibly fit, by the way. They all work out. Like even a lady in her 50s, 60s, 70s, they're all incredibly fit. Like they could bench press. They could bench press me. They have beautiful sculpted faces, snatched faces, as we would say it today. It's all in the cheekbones. There's no unfit body. Basically, they're meeting every single check mark of the beauty standard tests. The only deviation is that they have decided to go gray. You know, we're flaunting convention. It's a stand. We're embracing aging, still beautiful after a certain age. Everybody who is an unofficial or official spokesperson for gray hair don't care has beautiful gray locks. It's beautiful blowout. It's luxurious beach waves. Very rarely do you see them like with their hair gathered up, a little bit unwashed in a struggle bun. If you just go around, like let's say Target at 11 a.m. in the morning, you do see gray hair, and it's not very glamorous. So it's kind of like saying you can have gray hair and you can embrace gray hair so long as your hair is healthy looking, so long as it's like still long and beautiful, or if it's short, it's cut in some fashionable high-end Victoria Beckham-esque bob or something. So this theory opens my eyes to a lot of things, actually. A lot of unspoken rules, a lot of which was kind of painful to hear. It's almost like you can't deviate from the beauty norm. You can't have it all. You can only do like 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5 is all you're allowed. Don't get angry at me. Don't shoot the messenger for talking about this. I feel like it's hard to hear. Like when I read her Substack, I'm like, that is so harsh. But at the same time, it's true. It's like the triangle of productivity: good, fast, or cheap. Pick 2. If your client wants your product cheap and they want it fast, they can't expect it to be a masterpiece. If they want it good and they want it fast, it ain't gonna be cheap. If you want it good and you want it cheap, it's not gonna be fast. I feel like this translates in many ways to the triangle of beauty. Crooked teeth, you better have a beautiful face. You better have beautiful skin. You better have beautiful hair. You better have a fit body. You don't want a fit body, you better have a beautiful face. You better have beautiful skin, beautiful hair, look like plus size Lana Del Rey. Gray hair, straight teeth, beautiful face, beautiful skin. It's a harsh theory. Let me know if you see some truth in it. Okay, if you see a beautiful woman and her teeth are slightly crooked, if she's on the red carpet or she's in like a glamorous show, she's standing for something. She's like a champion for all us crooked teeth women out there. Context-wise, would I aspire to have a head of gray hair if the model was 500 pounds and wheeling herself around Walmart? Probably not. In the mukbang genre, eating excessive amounts of food on camera for spectacle, there is a clear difference in comments between an overweight mukbanger and a thin mukbanger. Like the thin mukbanger will drench her food in raisin cane sauce, and everyone is like, "Oh, how do you look so beautiful while eating this? You make everything look so good. I'm so hungry right now." And then when you have an overweight person eating anything, the comments are going to be mean. The comments are going to be about her weight. I remember there was an instance where an elementary school teacher, she was criticized for dressing too sexy for her job. She's African American, she's curvy. There's like parents complain that she's dressed inappropriately for her job as an elementary school teacher, or she's like too hot to be an elementary school teacher. Her dress, I feel, is not that sexy. There's no inappropriate low cleavage, there's no peekaboo cutout, etc. But because she has curves, like she's a curvy woman, it's considered inappropriate. If a skinny girl with no curves whatsoever wore that dress, would she get the same criticism? Would she be considered too hot to teach? Like if I were to wear that dress, nobody would say anything. Nobody would be like, "You're too hot to teach." They would say, "Oh, you look so cute," or "You look twee." Actually, maybe I'm a bad example. Under my big city boy t-shirts, I'm actually pretty hot. There's certain things as an Asian woman that you can't wear. There's certain things that I steer clear of because it falls into a stereotype. Don't you think I would like to wear a quilted purple vest? Don't you think I see these long-legged white girls wearing flood pants and I would like to wear some flood pants? Don't you think when I see some flood pants that it just calls to me? But I can't wear it because everybody will think I pick rice. I've picked rice at some point in my life. Don't you think that my heart doesn't yearn to wear a sun visor? I would like to protect my face from the sun, but I can't wear a sun visor because you guys will think I don't speak English. Some of you have told me that I don't speak English. Let me give you an English phrase that I think you'll understand. Go fuck. So I think I've said enough. I hope I wasn't too mean to most of you. I mean, I hope I was mean to those who deserve it. Some people tried my patience. But for those who don't deserve it, I love you.
But Teresa, you told us you didn't give a shit about what we did to our face.
And I did say that, and I still don't.
Teresa, you told us you didn't care what we did with our mouths.
If you shave down your teeth to little shark nubs, it has nothing to do with me in the least. It doesn't affect me. It's your mouth. I don't care. The only way I can possibly care is if you come over and bite me with your little shark teeth, and then I will care because you bit me, you pointy teeth motherfucker. So if you made it this far, why don't you just drop this shark emoji in the comments down below. Give this video a like if you like it, give it a dislike if you don't like it, and subscribe to my channel. Know that I love you, as your blunt Asian auntie would love you. I feel like that's my trajectory. The internet's meanest Asian auntie. That's my future. And if you act stupid, I'd probably slap you upside the head and tell you go sit in the corner, but that doesn't mean that I don't love you. I'm pretty mean. I was raised mean.